Well, let's see if this is working today. Maybe we have a new president and this is working better. I just saw on my phone that Biden was elected. I had another thing I was going to talk about today, but it sounds like I should talk about the new president or the old president or any president. But I think what to me is probably the most important thing is, will the stimulus change? Now it's going to be a Biden stimulus versus a Trump stimulus package, right? We're still going to have a stimulus package. No matter who's there, it's going to come out. And truthfully, Gina family, let me know how I could help. I see a lot and wondering if there's something I could do for your family. Good, thank you. But it's, if what I saw on the news 3 minutes ago is right and continues, we're going to have President Biden. Now, I think, what's in the stimulus package, I don't think it's going to be different no matter if Trump was reelected or Biden was reelected. They both want stimulus packages. And I think they were just dragging their feet, the Senate or whatever, because of the election. Now the election's over. We'll probably get, whatever we get would have been the same, close to it, maybe a little more here or there, and so that's why I don't worry about who became president. I think the most important thing, if you're waiting for the stimulus, is that it's over. Now, how fast may be something else. I don't know if President Trump is still president until the 20th of January, so he could slow this thing up. And whether he does or not, it's probably just a matter of how pissed off he feels for losing. And that, is probably the bottom line on whether it's going to be before the end of the year or after the end of the year. But this guy, you don't know. Gosh, who knows? We don't know one day to the next on him. So that's the thing. That you're going to have a stimulus, probably pretty much the same. What will be different maybe will be what's available to state and local governments, because they're all in financial trouble, and that's what's going to hurt more if they have to start laying off people in your local government. That means teachers, that means firemen, that means policemen, that means traffic cops, everything, to make the local government. And that's your local county health officials, your healthcare things that are available, at the local level, because county health is very big, and county dental programs, health programs, all those kinds of things. Medicare, Medicaid, that's all federal. Unemployment, that's federal, and that's half. So there's still state, but the extra that was in there was federal government, and that's that extra $600, $400, whatever that's going to be. And how fast that will come, the extra unemployment, you still have the state unemployment. So that's the basic program that's always been there, and that is still there now. So if you're unemployed, you want to look at that, and also look at that because it's unclear to me. There's two unemployment programs. The normal one, the basic one, that the state's always had, then the pandemic. So if you're going to find that, always check the two different places. Check to see if you're applying for the pandemic or the regular or both. Now, when you do that, remember that if you have a choice, it would be the pandemic, because that includes the regular, I assume. You got to check this out with your local officials or your local elected officials. Now, they won't be, their staff in your government official's office could have more time to help you with these kind of problems than they can before the election, because they were doing things to try to get elected. And that was important for them. So when you check for unemployment, and one says no, then you want to go back and say, hey, is this for the regular or the pandemic or both? That's what you want to know. And if they don't know, or it sounds fishy, then you call your elected official and you ask them, okay? Because that's when you want to. And there's money till the end of the year, really, on the pandemic. So you want to make sure that you only get X amount of months. I think like the extra that the White House gave out was only for a few months, but maybe that's available to you. So you have to, it's very complicated for someone like me or anybody studying this stuff. These things change every day. And the main thing is you try to call the office and see or read their websites, and if you don't understand or unsure, then what you do is you call your elected official. How do you find your elected official? If you haven't seen a video from me before, it's commoncause.org. You put in your zip code and you'll get a listing of your federal, state elected officials, and that's who you want to contact to find out. Now, if you're turned down, that's what you want to do. If they turn you down on unemployment or whatever, you go to your unemployment website, if it's the pandemic or the regular, wherever you signed up, and look for the appeal. You're not going to appeal a banana. You're going to appeal a decision. And they will have a process for that, And if you need help that you think, hey, I don't know what the hell that word means or whatever, and you can't get through to the people, that's another thing that you contact your elected official, okay? Now, another way to do that, if you go into 211.org and you find nonprofit organizations that help with, hiya Gina family again, nonprofit organizations that help with job training and stuff like that, they will know that system very well too. So the thing is that that SBA fund is there something for us landlord okay, the landlord usually isn't coming from the SBA fund. What good. What it is, it's usually the local government starting to have landlord funds, and it's different everywhere. Now again, if you go through any of the last couple of videos I did on YouTube, if you're not a member, if you're a member, just ask me, start a new discussion in the member in Facebook, and I'll get you whatever you want. If you're not a member, go down to the description in the Facebook video, not the Facebook, the YouTube video. There's a girl in a bikini running by. Sorry, I lost attention there for a second or two. I don't know what the hell. It is warm here. So go down in the description in YouTube, and I got links there to train you how to find this stuff, okay? So you don't have to say, hey, is it for San Diego? Hey, is it for Milwaukee? Or what? The links down in the description trains you how to find what's in Milwaukee and San Diego. And actually for members, I'm working right now, right before I ran, I have a link for every state that I'm going to send, that it's available. So you will find out where to find out all the emergency money is for every state, whether it's personal emergency money or business emergency money. So we've been doing the research to have every state in one list, so we don't have to find, hey, what state you are in? I got it already, everybody. So that's a member kind of thing. If you're not a member, got to do the work yourself, but I teach you how to do the work. And that's even more important, because you're going to get lazy if someone feeds you all the time. You'll just sit there with your mouth open. Here comes the airplane. Yeah, we used to do as kids. But if I teach you how to find it, even Louisiana, right? If I teach you how to find it locally, then you don't need me, and that's what, so you don't have to waste $20 on me. And that's what's important, that you learn how to live in the society and use the tools. They're for everybody. This is what I think probably we learned a little bit more about democracy and what democracy is about, because it looked like Trump was trying to shortchange that. Anyway, that's a problem to me with having teams, A team versus B team, or whoever the hell the teams are. Everybody's trying to find a sneaky way to win. And then we stop thinking about the other person. Well, anyway, that's another thing. Let me just show you where to go, okay? Because I love telling people where to go. There comes the plane, so true. And that's it. I mean, this is for everybody, whatever your background, religion, your you know, what do you call it? Your political party, doesn't matter. It's for everybody, even no party. Even you don't even have to be a citizen. You could use it as long as you're in the country. We take care of people here, and that's what these programs are for. Right or wrong, you don't think that's right? That's another issue. And you may be right. And I want to show you. Thank you, Gina. Thank you. And so that's different. I just want to show you what's real out there, right or wrong. That's not my effort. To me, is trying to, if you need help, these are possibilities. Maybe you don't believe these possibilities be there. More power to you. That's then do something about that. But if you need help, these are the possibilities that are out there, and you should know about them. And now with the new Biden, people, nothing much is going to change on what will be in the stimulus package for the average person. So you're still going to get $1,200 or more, and at least for the initial check. Unemployment will be increased, and we're going to do that. Because another reason what happened, I mean, people were saying that the economy is doing well because less people file for unemployment. That's not a case for doing well. We're still going downhill. Fewer people are on unemployment because they ran out, they're in trouble. And another thing, people see that we have, I think, a bifabricated society. Half the people are doing well no matter what, and the other half are doing well only if things change. They're in financial trouble. And so that's and even the head of the Federal Reserve came out yesterday, the day before, saying we need more for that. The old stimulus package has dried up. But now, I mean, there come some things, I'm going to talk about this later too, is that there's still a lot of stimulus money. Like right now in Maryland, the governor is trying to get the local offices, the local counties, cities, to spend the rest of their CARES money. See, everybody's sitting on a whole bunch of money from the first CARES. This is why the Republicans don't want to give so much money. A lot of these elected officials are sitting on their money and haven't given it out. Yep. So that's it. And the governor of